Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Graveyard Shift podcast. We were on a bit of a hiatus because my ass. Nope, not gonna say that. I was about to make. I literally. It was not a joke. I was about to say played with children and got sick, which, like, is not a joke. That's the correct. Like, that's not. It's only if you would take it as meaning bad that then it's bad. But yeah, the actual statement is fine. And I'm making it worse. So, I was dead, deceased, buried, and now I'm back. Crazy. Straight from
Yeah.
hell. Yeah. So today's podcast is a very special one. Basically, right before I became deceased, I messaged Gal and I said, "Hey, I just finished the Genius Korean reality game competition show. I'm obsessed. I've applied for the English/US version casting call twice now, and have gotten no response. And so I'm pissy. Can you please create games or give ideas so that I could possibly run my own? Because fuck them." Um, and so she has. And so today we're going to be doing that for as long as it takes us. Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm gonna be able to try some of these games.
Yes.
So right here, right now, is gonna be proof. I'm gonna have to try and back up my claims that I would win. Uh,
Mhm.
hmm, we'll see how well it goes. I want to have it be known though, if we are talking the original Genius Show levels, all right. 99.9% of that cast was afraid to play 12 Zhangi, and I want it to be known right here and now. Knew how to play that game before they even announced it, okay? I have played shogi since I was like 12 years old, all right? So I might be an idiot, but I'm not. I know I'm. Yeah. All right, all
I
right.
might not how to not to words do though, but you know.
But where he put the hair. Okay, Gal, I will let you take it from here. Am I smarter than a fifth grader? Let's go.
Okay. So, there are a total of 4 games.
Okay.
The first one is uh kind of you get to play it 3 times because I came up with 3 different versions of the game.
Love it.
Um, and for those of you who don't know, Rachel just sent me a bunch of game shows she liked and went, "Can you make something like this?" And I went, "I'll try." Some of them I had no idea what the fuck they were. This is based off of and she talked about it in stream, but it's
Mm,
based off of a horse game where you're given
yes.
clues and you have to find out something. So it's basically like weird clue.
Yeah.
This is like the horse game but less math
Yeah.
because I'll be fucked if I'm doing math. Um So, our game one, I'm calling the this has that.
mm,
It's I'll explain the rules.
mm,
So, how to play? Each player will be given one clue card, in order to solve a common goal or to find something out.
mm-hmm.
They will be told what they're trying to find in the beginning of the game. Every clue will be different, will be correct, and sometimes will be very vague
Okay.
or have double meanings.
Mm,
um, to which it's up to the player's interpretation.
mm,
Um, excuse me. Players will be given 5 minutes to talk amongst themselves. They can choose to share their clue with another person.
mm.
I made the rule that if they share their clue with another person, the other player must show theirs in the return. As in, when I say share, this is all through word of mouth. You do not have to show your actual card to somebody unless you like really trust them or whatever. If a player says their clue to everyone at once, no one has to share theirs in return for fairness sake. So if someone just blurts out their clue to be like, "Oh, now everyone has to tell me theirs," that's not how that works.
Mm.
Um, and oh, I wrote that twice. Well, I mean it.
Now,
So,
now, 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 now. Word of mouth and not showing card. Uh, does that mean you can lie?
yes.
Okay.
So players do have the ability to lie. Um, that's not my problem. At the end of the 5 minutes, players will anonymously guess their answer individually. So this is kind of a group effort, but at the same time, you want to be right above everyone else. Um, Everyone will be given a second clue, and the process repeats. All of these games all of these games are in 3 rounds. The last round, everyone's given their third clue, and everyone must show one of their clue cards to the group. Um, so physically show what was written to everybody. They get to choose one of the three. Then they will get 10 minutes to discuss and brainstorm, lock in their final guess. The correct answer will be revealed. Players who guess correctly will win. Huzzah. Players who lose, that's not my fault. Yeah, so players have the ability to lie about their card. Everything is spoken out loud, and no one has to show their clue cards until the final round.
Understood.
So, it made sense in my head. Again, this is also like going to be a brainstorming, so if you have ideas to add on this, you write shit down, baby.
Yes. So yeah, again, I literally, and anybody who has tried to work with me in any capacity knows, my brain doesn't do like, here is what I would like from you. Here is a detailed process. My brain goes, could you do the thing with some of the things? And then everybody's got to hope they know what I'm saying. So this is full to Gal's credit. I literally just sent her other games that they had played on the Genius. That's all I did.
Links to how games work, and I'm like,
literally.
Okay.
So the one that she's pulling from, referencing here, the horse racing game, in the Korean Genius, what it is it's a track of, I think it's like 8 horses or something like that, 8 to 12 horses, and in order to win, you had to correctly guess the horse that would come in first or second. You don't have to guess which place it's in. You just had to guess one of the horses that came in first or second. And so there was like 12 players or whatever. Everyone would get a clue in the first round, and their clues, just like Gal said, would be truthful but vague. And there's a lot more math in the horse race one, I assume, than Gal has put in here, like she said. Because the clues for the horse race one would be like, the number 4 horse comes before the 8th placing horse, but after horse number 6. And so it would give you, and all of them used numbers. There wasn't like ABC. So it would give you that kind of thing. And then you don't have to, but you try and trade info to get the right answers. And that's sort of the horse racing game. It is, from the entirety of like the 4 seasons that ran on the Genius, it ran several times, different variations of it, and it is one of the like top 3. I mean, I don't speak Korean, so maybe I shouldn't speak for the Korean fandom, but from what I understand, it is one of the top 3, like, these are the favorites of the Genius fandom. It's this one I don't think I sent to Gal because it doesn't show up until the later seasons, which is called like Horror Race or something like that. Not Horror Race. It's some sort of like, you have like different powers, and you're trying to end up not first and not last, like one of those things. I can't ever remember what it's called because it really fucked everybody up, but it's also one of the favorites. But yeah, so that's the horse race game, just so you know where this is coming from before we get started. So, and in the original horse race rules, right, there's no, one of the things that makes it chaotic with all the social deduction is you do not have to share. Like, you can get somebody's clue and they just go, haha, fuck you. But that's not usually how it would work anyways, because if you did that, then people just wouldn't work with you. So, all right, go ahead, Gal.
Okay, so our first theme is who did it. So this is basically pulling from Clue, kind of.
Love it.
Murder mystery-ish theme. So what happened? A wealthy man was hosting a party to celebrate the start of his new business. He took a sip of his drink, clutched his heart, and dropped dead. When police came, they found a note in his pocket, a pill of poison in his drink, and some strange substance on his hands. And then we have our suspects. So we have the wife. All of these are like to the dead body. We have the son of the guy who died, the mother-in-law, the best friend, the business partner, and the younger brother. Also, I made all of these games um thinking there would be about 6 players. So everyone would get one clue about one person or whatnot.
Yeah, so me playing it is a little bit unrealistic because obviously we don't have everybody else.
You'll get
Um,
all the clues and
well,
you'll
yeah, I'll get all the clues, but like that's my point. Is right if we had like 6 people, then that's
yeah.
not necessarily true that like everyone's gonna trade with me type of energy.
Yeah.
So just grain of salt there. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna write down the suspects.
Yeah.
Duh, duh,
And
duh,
I
duh.
don't mind, going back to slides if you need to be. That's fine.
Yeah. Duh, duh, duh. One of my favorite things that the I really liked that the Genius did that like Western reality shows that I've watched have not done like ever, and I fucking wish reality competition Western stuff was still good, but it's not. Um, was they would for very very complicated games they would do two things. The first is that they would actually give you like if you were playing a game where somebody had roles or like your role has powers like werewolf, um,
Mhm.
they would give you like a menu of what every role's powers does, so that you could
Yeah.
always be keeping track. And then the other thing that they would do is if it's a really complicated game, they would run a mock first round. So a lot of the auction games that were really math based, they would run
Mhm.
a not real a test round so that everybody could figure out how the rules works, because often when you are dealing with like 12 people and games with that many people, you run into, well, what is the order of operations? Like if I try to
Yeah.
do something and they try to do it, what determines who gets to go first? And so
Mhm.
that's what they would do. Okay, everything is written. You may continue.
Okay. I also would assume that this would be seen. Like this slide and this information would be
Yeah.
visible at all times to everybody.
Yeah, they had a big like a big projector
Get me a
screen that they
smart
would show
board.
it. Yeah,
We'll
literally.
fucking switch it up. Okay. Um so this is round 1. These are all the clues I came up with.
Mm.
I'm also so how this came to be. This
Uh-oh.
first one was um like the clues and like who did it. I
Mm.
rolled a dice to
Okay.
determine who did it, and then I did clues around
God
who
tier.
did it
God tier.
because I'm lazy. Uh, so do with that what you want. The clues are usually 1 to 1.5 sentences, so it's not like a paragraph because I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so here are the clues for round 1. So these, every player would each player would get one of these.
Mm.
So the first one is the wife was in the kitchen making drinks. The son was playing the piano. The mother-in-law was with the son. Best friend was in the kitchen. The business partner was on the couch drinking. And the younger brother was in the kitchen sneaking a snack.
All right, this becomes another Rachel's got to write all this down.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
Will be a lot of writing. Also, the first, yeah, like I said before, the first 3, like there I have 3 virgins, wow. Versions of this game.
you have so
Um,
many virgins. Do I count as one?
if you want to be. But I know you like death, so I made you a murder one.
Oh, I love it. I
Well,
love death and murder. That is
well,
not the
so
worst
I
thing
had
I've
to
said.
come up with. I'm doing a murder mystery now, like
Oh,
at my university,
cool.
and we're running it, and it's what was it, 80s nightclub themed. Um, yeah, it's been really fun.
All right, written down. You're good.
Okay, so out like if Rachel was hosting this, she would be the one to distribute the
Mm-hmm.
clues, or they'd pick out of a hat, or I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'd have 5 minutes to discuss, share clues if they wanted, or just fuck around and find out. Um,
That's the best kind. I'm sorry, but it's always listen. It is the best TV on the planet, even if it's not the best gameplay. When that one motherfucker goes, you know what? I'm gonna guess, and
mhm,
they get it right. God
mhm.
tier. God tier.
Well, I had the idea where everyone would guess after each round, and then their guesses would be shown, but not who guessed what. Just to
Mm,
say,
yes,
just
that was usually done a lot in the show too. Is like you know what everyone answered, but you don't know who
to
answered
know
it.
who answered what and why. So that's
Exactly.
why. Okay. So round two. The note says cheater in big red letters. The pill didn't dissolve yet. The mother-in-law wore her new gloves. The son knew about the affair.
Oh, there's
The
an
younger
affair.
brother,
What the fuck?
the younger brother wanted more than he had, and the wife ran out of her favorite lipstick.
All right, here we go. It's Rachel Wright's territory. Boy, I guess that should be my pseudonym if I'm an author. Rachel Wright. It's not a great pseudonym though, considering it's just my
No.
name. Like, not
You need a
great.
better R name. It's
No,
writer with
right?
an R.
Ha 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 ha. That's it. That's the whole pseudonym is just writer
Yes.
with an R.
No, everyone would know who you were because it's so
Literally
stupid.
everyone. Oh my god. That's so fucking funny. Oh,
Also,
you're already
feel free
starting
to
with the
play
vagaries.
along. Like, if you're watching this, definitely feel free to guess before. Like,
Mm.
I'll pause before and I'll make Rachel guess, and I'll
Oh god.
explain my.
Yeah, your vagaries are already starting and I hate it. Wanted more than he had. But there's no way that's fucking money or you would have just said money. What the fuck? Bullshit. Alright, keep going.
We started. Okay. This is the last round. These are the last clues you're getting.
Okay.
The mother-in-law did not know about the affair.
Mm.
The son was getting all the money. The business partner is happy about the newest arrangement. It wasn't the wife. The younger
Fiona.
brother was only there for the food.
Huh.
And the best friend was the only one to hug the dead body to congratulate him. Not while he was dead, but I didn't know how to specify.
the only one to hug the
I guess the victim. I guess that's a good. I don't know.
That's funny as to congratulate him makes it sound like everybody, the lights go out, they look up, oh my god, he's dead! And the best friend goes over and goes, I'm so glad, I know you always wanted to die. Like, that's so funny. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I almost wrote agreement. That's not what that says. Arrangement. Wife equals no. I always love how what people's notes look like. Because
That'd be funny. Everyone
right?
gets a little notebook, and you like. If this was on a TV show, you get to see everyone's notes.
Well, so and that's what's funny is so they wouldn't show people. Well, they sometimes did. Um, in the Genius one, this is why I'm talking about y'all. The Genius show is so fucking good. They would allow for I think every single game unless you were doing like specific like memory games. Where obviously the point is to memorize it. They would allow everyone notepads and pens and papers. And you would always be allowed to write whatever you wanted. You could do math calculations. Like you could, and you got it the whole game. So, and I really, really liked that because, hold on, I can't function. Only one to hug. I was gonna write dead body. To hug victim. To congratulate. So I really, really dislike the concept that you shouldn't be allowed to take notes or to write things down because somehow that makes a game or a quiz or whatever it is like easier and that's not fair and etc. And again, unless it's specifically a memory game, I hate that concept that writing things down is ever not allowed because sometimes it's just how people process things. And like it also I don't think it makes something easier. If you don't want it to make something easier and you're convinced that it would make something easier, put a time limit down. make it so that they can't write down every note they would want to write in your time limit. Like,
Yeah.
make your time limit 60
You get
seconds.
5 minutes to write shit.
Exactly.
yeah.
Like, it was so, but what the Genius would do was everybody was allowed notepads, and it also led to great TV because they would start hiding notes in the set for their teammates, which is fantastic. But like they would all have notepads and they would all get to write and do all their calculations, and I loved that because I was like, me with Aphantasia, if I'm trying to play a game that's like this style of game and you don't let me write, I might as well not play. Like, you have now made it like, and it's one of those things where it's like you've made it unaccessible. Screw you think notes makes it easier. You have now made it literally impossible. Like, cuz I can't picture all those graphs in my head. Like, that shit doesn't work for me. So yes, all this to say, the Genius is great. Notepads are cool.
Never mind. I've been streaming a lot more, and I've been doing a bunch of puzzle games and whatnot, and I have like a bunch of sticky notes and I'm just looking around, and I have like at least 6 sticky notes out of like passcodes that I don't need anymore.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
just my wall's covered in sticky notes. Okay,
because it's correct.
so
Should I start doing calculations?
All the clues.
Okay.
So I would love for you to talk out your thought process of who you think it is, and then anyone listening, this is your time to think and to comment on who you think did it.
Yeah, so, and you can answer or not answer anything, but are these clues...
I will clarify things.
Okay. These clues, all of the context for this is that the exact moment, unless specified otherwise, that these clues are relevant is that moment when the rich guy drinks and dies. Like, it's not like it's like, okay, it's not like he was here beforehand, but he could have snuck in there. Okay.
No,
so
this was what was happening at the time of death.
Okay.
Except this last clue, because he died before.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
But other than that, everything is, you know.
And we're trying to guess who killed him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't have to guess why or what killed him. You have to guess who.
Okay.
If you need me to go back to any slides or go back to the beginning, to like the first slide, I will happily do so.
Nope, I got this shit right down. So we know it can't be the wife, which gives us a 1 because you wrote, well, motherfucker wrote it wasn't the wife, not that the wife didn't fucking kill him. So I guess it could be. But theoretically, if we're taking that at instinctual value, then it should be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be a 1 out of 5.
I will also say that I forgot that you do terribly with multiple choice questions. This is going to be very hard for you.
Because this is a 1 out of 5. And oh my god, I can do some hella games, but when you start throwing probability in my games, when you hand me a deck of cards and say all you got to do is count the cards, I'm done. Any normal thing a normal human can do that is like math and probability, I can't fucking do it. You tell me, hey, guess how many stars are in the universe, and I'll get it. Oh.
Spoiler alert, there is a card game that I made that you have to count cards.
And you know what's funny? That was a major thing of the Genius, was one of the death matches, which is when the 2 people up for elimination have to play a game, and whoever wins stays in, whoever loses go home. One of the death matches, 2 of them actually, were poker games. And there was a set amount of cards, a set amount of options, because it was blind poker. So it's like hold your card to your forehead type of thing, and you don't know what it is. And so literally these death masters were so popular, and everybody who was like me and shit at probability of math was like, please don't put me up against like the physics guy, please don't put me up against the rocket engineer. Like, we're all like, please don't do it, because those motherfuckers would just card count. And they go, all right, I guess I know I have a better card. Like, and you're like, no. All right,
I made worse.
No, you're good. You
Poker.
can
That's
talk.
basically what I made.
Oh, God.
No, you're fine. I would love for you to explain your thought process
I will. So,
by what you think.
I will. So, we do not have a location for where the rich guy dies. In
No.
theory, he's at a table, but that doesn't mean he's necessarily in the kitchen. But we know for a fact that if I write kitchen here, we know that upon time of death, the wife is in here, and the best friend is in here. So we know that they are in the kitchen. We know the brother's in the kitchen as well. Okay, so that's 3 located in the kitchen. We know the son and the mother-in-law are with the piano. Oh, wait. Oh, tricky motherfucker. Because if that's the mother-in-law, that's not her son. That's not necessarily her son. Mother-in-law. Okay. Because we don't know who died. So...
It's just a dude. You're thinking too hard.
Oh, so mother-in-law is with the person named son.
It's the mother-in-law of the dead body, the son of the dead body, the wife of the dead body.
Okay, but it said mother-in-law was with
the dead body.
Okay, but it said mother-in-law was with the son, as in the character the son.
Yes.
Okay, not like her son. Okay. Because
yes.
we wouldn't know who her son was. All right.
Yes, and I don't think that hard.
Okay, listen, my brain
who
does.
I am. This is a personality test. Try and redeem yourself from our first podcast.
Oh, not gonna happen. I'll only make it worse. Oh my lord. Okay, so piano is the mother-in-law and the son. Business partner is the only one who's alone then. Okay. Of course, we don't know where dead guy is, so. And business partner is on couch. So couch is with BP. Cool. So we know where they are. And then the note said cheater in big red letters, so probably scarlet letter situation, but it's possible it was business partner cheating. The pill had not been dissolved, which means that's not what killed him, which makes sense because this sounded very, the fuck's it? What's that movie called? Shoot. What's that Fabulous with Benoit Blanc?
I have no idea. Here, I'll Google it.
You've never seen it? Bro, you would love them. It's gonna be a trilogy. It's a gay detective trilogy. It's fantastic. Knives Out. Knives Out. That's what it is with Benoit Blanc. That sounds like that territory. So we know that pill doesn't matter. Don't give a fuck. He did have something on his hands, which means he could have been writing the note, because maybe he wrote the note down. He was calling his wife a cheater bitch. The mother-in-law was wearing gloves. Okay, so she had gloves on. Interesting. Do I give a fuck that she was wearing gloves? Not at the moment. The son knew about the affair, okay, but again, that could be the wife is having an affair, not necessarily the husband. Also, don't give a fuck that he knew at this moment. The brother wanted more than he had. I will bet my last dollar that's not about fucking money, or you would have said money. So, that one is and if he only came for the food, I bet this bitch was hungry. And he was trying to sneak a snack. He wanted more food. That's all. I bet it's a 1 out of 4. I don't think it's that motherfucker. I think he wanted more than he had. He's only there for the food. He was in the kitchen sneaking a snack. This bitch out. Ran out of... What the fuck did I write? Ran out of... Fave lipstick. Fave. Okay, so that's trying to imply that the note cheater stuff was written in the lipstick because she ran out of it. That's the implication there. But he's the one who has substance on his hands. So I don't know that and she's drinking. I don't know. We'll have to come back to that one. The mother-in-law didn't know about the affair, was wearing gloves and with her son. She don't sound that suspicious. The son was gonna get all the money and already knew about the affair. So why the fuck would he kill anybody? Assuming he's gonna get the money from this will. That wouldn't matter. Business partner was happy with the new arrangement. That doesn't necessarily mean an affair. He could still want the guy dead, perhaps. He's on the couch. He's drinking. I don't know why he would have stolen any lipstick. We know the wife didn't kill him. Yeah, so that has to be she ran out of lipstick. Oh, but there was a big note that said cheater in red. But she didn't kill him. Or at least, I'm assuming that's what that vague statement means.
Who knows?
If we assume that, it makes sense. Unless it's trying to say that the wife wasn't the one having the affair. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Because I think you would assume the one having the affair is the dead guy. So, that, I don't think it's her. Because I think it's too much of a red herring that she ran out of her lipstick and there's a big cheater in red. But again, my brain might be going 360 instead of 180. Yeah, I'm taking out the brother. There ain't no way it's this fucking brother. He just wanted food, man. Leave that kid alone.
As most brothers do.
Literally. Okay, so the best friend. Oh, did we not get a clue about the best friend in the second half? The second round? We didn't get a clue about the best friend or the business partner.
No, you did not.
Okay. All right. Only one to hug the victims who congratulate him. Which means, okay. All right. So, if he's congratulating him for something. Oh, we got two business partners. No, best friend. If best friend is hugging him to congratulate something, that means something was occurring. There was like a party or some shit happening, and everybody knew that something good was supposed to be happening here. He's obviously not hugging to congratulate him about a fucking affair. That would be some balls on the best friend to just walk in and go, congratulations on your affair.
Good job, baby.
Literally. Congratulations on cheating on your wife. You made the great call. So that means they were here to support him for something. If the business partner was like, yay, I'm happy about whatever's occurring right now, and the best friend was like, yay, I'm so happy about whatever's occurring right now, then the best friend was in the kitchen, and the business partner was on the couch. So, okay, they kind of feel normal. Son getting all the money is interesting, because that didn't say, you go back to round 3 for me? Yeah, was getting. That doesn't say, like, as in from the will. That doesn't say that, like, when the guy dies, he gets all the money. That just says he was getting all the money.
Mm-hmm.
So that implies that he was getting money not from a will. Like, he was probably all happy because he was like, yeah, I get money. So I'm wondering if he was, like, passing on his business or something. Now, there is the thing where dead guy is, like, clutching his heart. He drinks something and he clutches his heart. But
you want me to go back to that?
I mean, you can. But the pill hasn't dissolved, so it's not the poison. He has something on his hands instead. Hosting a party. Oh, start of his new business. That would have been helpful to write down. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so that's the congratulations. So the best friend is like, congratulations on the start of your new business. The son's getting all the money. So I'm guessing he is getting all the money because he's either keeping the affair a secret, which means he definitely doesn't want to kill the guy, or he's getting the money from the business, which means he definitely doesn't want to kill the guy. Crushed his heart and dropped dead. Please have found a nose pocket. So a pill of poison in his drink, but it's not dissolved yet. So the poison didn't kill him. Substance on his hand. That makes me think the substance is her lipstick. Because he was writing the note. Because there's nothing else that we've got that could be a substance. I'm checking. There's nothing else we got that could be a substance. No. Because the pill was not dissolved. If there was pill poison on his hands, then the pill would be dissolved. Like, that doesn't make any... He would have smashed it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So... Okay. So, if he's writing a note that says big red letters cheater, and who's having the affair? Did we find out who's having the affair? I don't think we did. We know it's not the son.
I wouldn't do that.
So, why do we give a fuck that the mother-in-law has new gloves on? The question becomes, are these ones that don't seem to matter important, or are they simply useless? So I don't think it's the best friend, because we didn't get a clue about him in round 2. I don't think it's the business partner, because we didn't get a clue about him in round 2. I think there's not enough info on either of those two for it to be either of them. We don't believe it's the younger brother, which means it would have to be the mother-in-law, the son, or the wife. The son doesn't make sense to me, because if he's already getting the money and knew about the affair, why would he kill the guy? He's already getting the money. What would be the point of that? The mother-in-law doesn't know. And the "it wasn't the wife" makes me so angry that if it was the wife, I'm gonna fucking end this podcast early.
It's not the wife. I will give you that.
It can't be. Because that would...
It is not the wife. I will give you that.
Okay.
Because that's a literal clue. It wasn't the wife.
Okay. Because that would piss me the fuck out. So I think the note was in his pocket. I think he wrote the note. I don't think someone gave it to him because he had shit on his hands. So, like, nobody else here, unless it's the mother-in-law, writing it with her brand new spicy gloves. Did we see what color the mother-in-law's gloves were? Can you go back to that? I don't think we did, or I would have written it down.
It's the second one, yeah. She wore her
just new gloves. Okay. Yeah, I think he wrote the note because his wife was cheating. So if the mother-in-law does not know, the mother-in-law would be her... It would be the wife's mom.
Yes.
If the mother-in-law doesn't know that the wife is cheating, then she would probably think that if this guy dies, the wife gets all the money. But in reality, the son's getting all the money. And the business... It'd be funny if the business partner and the son were the same motherfucker. I'd laugh my ass off, but they're not. Why do I care that he's playing the piano? That's interesting. I think some of these have to be, like, nonsense clues.
You'd be correct.
Okay, because...
Some of them are just clues. They're just...
Yeah.
They're kind of useless.
Yeah. So I think... For the sake of me not spending more time on this, because I could. That's how I run these things. Like, I've said this before, and I literally said this on both applications that I sent in to the US Genius casting. The only thing, the, like, biggest weakness, the one big thing that I think makes me lose every time is a time limit. Because if you let me ponder for an hour, I will get it. I will get there. Because I will go through every single possibility. But if you put like a 10-minute timer on me, bro, I can't do jack shit. Like, I literally will be 2 sentences and I'll be, I don't know. I guess.
Don't worry.
Because timers are bad.
After you guess, I'll go through. I'll say the answer and then I'll say why, so you don't have to be, left on a cliffhanger and hating me for the rest of this.
I mean, I'm still gonna hate you. We already knew this was coming. Because you literally, folks, behind the scenes, Gal sent me a Discord message that said, I can't wait until you do the first game, and I immediately get it. These clues are bullshit. And you will get it. But okay.
I will get it. You already said it. Okay.
Yes.
So out of the suspects,
yes,
who do you think did it?
We know it's not the wife. I think the younger brother is a king, not him. The business partner, I think it would be funny if he's the one cheating with the wife because he's happy about the new arrangement, in quotes. I think that'd be funny as shit. But the best friend is the one that's in the wife, is the one that's in the kitchen with the wife, so it could be the best friend.
Is in the wife, sorry.
Is in the wife. Yeah, the best friend is in the wife. So, I mean, maybe. I think the only answers here are it could be the son or the mother-in-law, unless I'm missing something with the business partner or the best friend, but we didn't get clues about them in round 2, so it would be weird for me for it to be one of those two, whereas we got clues about the mother-in-law the whole time, we got clues about the son the whole time, and I think I don't understand why you would kill a guy if you were going to get... Oh. So, if the wife's the one having the affair, and the son was gonna get all the money... Oh, I guess you would kill him, huh? I guess you would kill... Huh. Because... Oh, and then you would take the wife's lipstick to write the cheater note to make it look like she knew he was a cheater and killed him. Oh.
I gotta say, this is really entertaining for me. I'm having a great fucking time just listening.
See, this is where I get hung up on these things, is because I'm that bit. You know when you do like a do you have autism test, and and the online test is like every question is like, do you think this statement is true or false? And your neurodivergent, we should, and your neurodivergent ass goes, well, it depends. Unfortunately, that's my brain. It's because I will get stuck on words because words are so important to me, but words mean different things to me than they do to other people. So the phrase was makes me think that he wouldn't kill the guy because he was going to get all the money anyways. So why kill him now? But I think because the mother-in-law didn't know about the affair, it doesn't make sense for... I mean, again, maybe the rich guy is the one who stole... the substance on the hands makes me think that he had to be the one who wrote the fucking letter. Because otherwise, whatever the fuck is on his hands? Because I could see the son being like, all right, my mom's having an affair, so I'm the one who's in the will. I kill my dad. I write a note in her lipstick so people think she did it and she killed him. I get the money. I see that logic. My problem is, what the fuck's on this man's hands then? If it's not the lipstick, what would be on his hands? There's no other substance that we have been given. So, if we assume, because I don't think the pill would be on his hand, because the pill isn't dissolved. And it's in his drink. So if we assume that it's the lipstick on his hands, that he wrote the cheater note because he knows his wife is cheating on him, and I guess we don't know who she's cheating with, and he just didn't get a chance to, like, give it to her. And maybe he was gonna kill her or something.
Okay, I need your final answer.
Ah! I'm mad about this.
Good. What's your final answer?
There's some point of logic that I am not connecting with, but I'm gonna say the son because I think there's something in the logic of the son kills him, writes the note with the wife lipstick that says cheater. No, because wait, that doesn't work because she's the one having the affair. So it wouldn't make sense for her to give him a note that says cheater and then be like, oh, she killed him because he was having an affair. What? Unless I've been assuming the wife has the affair and it's the guy having the affair the whole time.
Give me an answer so I can explain this to you.
I'm going with that logic. I'm going to go with the son. I'm going to say he took the lipstick, he wrote cheater on the paper, put it in the dad's pocket. Wait, how did he die? Because he didn't drink the poison. I don't know how he died though because he didn't drink the poison. Cuz it didn't dissolve. So like what did no one kill him? Is no one an answer?
No one is not an answer.
Okay, well then something
as I said before, I wrote the suspects down and rolled dice. To see who did it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the son knew that the dad had an affair, took the wife's lipstick, wrote cheater, put it in the dude's pocket so that when he died, people would suspect it to be the wife because he was having an affair, so she killed him because he had an affair, but in reality he got all the money. I think there's something in that chain. And there's just a sticking point that I'm not getting.
Okay. So, the answer is, drumroll, the business partner.
Fuck off! Bitch ass hoe! Fuck off! Fuck off! Bitch ass hoe!
So I'll go through the,
Yeah, go ahead. Go through it.
Don't be mean. Okay, I'll go from the beginning then. So, I'll just read, and then I'll say what my thought process was. Because it's... this is... Oh, okay.
The wrong thought process.
I also did a lot of red herrings, because I thought it'd be funny. So, I wanted people to overthink. That's basically... You're doing exactly what I wanted you to do. So, a wealthy man was hosting a party to celebrate the start of his new business. He took a sip of his drink, clutched his heart, and dropped dead. When the police came, they found a note in his pocket, a pill of poison in his drink, and some strange substance on his hands. And those are the suspects. Okay, going through the clues. This was just to say where everyone was.
Which in theory doesn't matter.
Not really, but you know who was with whom. So the wife and the best friend were together. The son and the mother-in-law were together. The business partner was alone, and the younger brother was sneaking around because he's a fat bitch. Fatback. So, round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, the pill didn't dissolve yet, so you knew that this is how my brain works. So our brains just work very differently. Because the pill didn't dissolve, it wouldn't have been anyone in the kitchen.
Jesus Christ, that's a leap. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god.
For me, it was the pill didn't dissolve yet, so it wouldn't have been the wife because she was the one making the drinks.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Stop. The mother-in-law wore her new gloves, so for me, she wasn't it because she had gloves on. Or, I guess, no, that was a red herring that I made. I have to remember what I did. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of this was done in one string of consciousness, and I didn't proofread anything. But anyway, so the mother-in-law wore her new gloves. That was but that was a red herring. So because of strange substances, either could have been on the gloves, or it's just a bullshit uh, clue, which it was. The son knew about the affair, so the affair is between the um the wife and the best friend.
It was the wife.
It
I
was the
was
wife.
fucking right. Okay.
So, the son knows, and the cheater note is in his pocket because he wrote the note himself.
So I was correct. All right,
You
so my logic was right, and then I was like, well, how does it the son or the mother-in-law? And I needed to justify. Okay, I was fucking right. Let's fucking go.
so and going back to round 1, that's why the wife and the best friend were in the kitchen together.
I knew it. I said, and that's why. Yup.
So the technically you were right. The wife did want the dude dead because she's sleeping with his best friend, but she didn't kill him because the pill didn't dissolve yet. That's why.
Yeah, okay, so, alright, so we had fundamental differences at the very beginning. Damn, holy shit, okay.
Okay. The younger brother wanted more than he had. You were correct. He's just a fat bitch.
We love him.
He just wanted more food. And the wife ran out of her favorite lipstick was just a bullshit. It's technically true, but it's not. It's a kind of a throwaway hit.
Well, I gave you help there then, because he used that shit to write that letter in big lip red.
Okay, round 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the mother-in-law did not know about this affair between her daughter and stuff, so she has no reason to hate or be involved.
Yep.
The son was getting all the money was in I was thinking of like in a will. The son was going to get all the money in this dead dude's will. I could have been more specific.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay.
This is probably the biggest clue that I wish you caught on. This third clue is the only one in present tense. The business partner is happy about the newest arrangement. As in, the dude is now dead and he gets the business.
Business partner. Okay, I think I can see your logic.
And then it wasn't the wife because I think there was way too many arrows pointing to the wife. Again, the brother was fatbacking. And the best friend was the only one to hug him to congratulate him, was to show, good amends. Or like, he has no reason. Why would you hug someone you're about to kill? That was my reasoning.
Okay. I mean, some of the logic was there. I think the fundamental difference is, to me, the locations do not have the correlation that they had for you. I think that's where, because if they did, if my correlation was the same as like, well, the kitchen is where the drinks were being made type of thing, and then I could have seen, oh, well, that's why we're crossing out these people in the kitchen, and I wouldn't have had this whole, so this is why the son did the thing, and also the business partner's the only one alone, so like, yeah.
I probably would have changed this to have the dead body dies in the living room.
Yeah.
That probably would have been.
But for what I gave you, I mean, it was well done. Yeah, that was fun.
Okay.
I quite enjoyed that.
So good shit. Anyway, so the next one, this is more of a matching game.
And if you want to see the next one, you're gonna have to subscribe to our Patreon. Also, tell me what you got in that puzzler, because I think the one big takeaway right now is how extra funny my comment of the best friend is in the wife is now that we know.
Now that you know, my smile, thank God we're not. If we were doing this and you could see my face, you would know exactly who did it because I'm just giggling the whole time to myself.
Oh my god, that's the funniest shit ever. That was like, best friend of the wife, they fucking. It was like, oh, yeah, they are. Well, dope.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gal, for creating that one. That one was fire.
Yeah, good. This is fun.
I only used like half a sheet of paper, so now I can use the other half.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to do the next games, especially since one of them is gonna be fucking probability. So yeah, if you guys want to play along with those games, or if you want to hear us ramble about other things like Wicked the Musical or Death Note the Musical, you can listen to other episodes of podcasts or join our Patreon. Patreon would be fire, because then you can give me like $3 because of tax cuts. All right.
A whole $3.
I know, right? Or you could just subscribe on Twitch because it's going to be the same amount. Like, depends what content you want. If you want this content or you want the live stream content, do with it what you will. But okay, I'll stop the recording here. This is the end of our podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.